Can you guys tell me each about some of your favorite past projects that are not Glee related? I know that's kind of crazy.
There's a life before Glee.
There was a life before
I don't remember
Glee.
anything about that.
For
Yeah,
each of
it's
you.
totally blank. Yeah.
Joe, I'll start with you because I think one of your big projects was How I Got Lost.
Yep, I did a feature that I wrote and directed that did some festivals and that kind of thing, and was a great.
It won a lot of awards.
Yeah, it won some awards. I had written the script when I was about 22 or 23, and spent 3 or 4 years, or maybe 5 years, trying to actually get it made, and then a couple of years actually making it and finishing it and going to festivals and stuff. It was a great experience, and it's available on Netflix and Hulu and Amazon, etc. It's How I Got Lost, and it has some good actors in it. Aaron Stanford and Rosemary DeWitt, and fantastic cast otherwise. As I was getting ready to make How I Got Lost, I was taking editing jobs, and basically the two things were kind of developing simultaneously. So I actually assistant edited on a pilot with Brad Beaker for Ryan Murphy right before I went into production for How I Got Lost. And then right when I was done, like just as I was finishing the edit of How I Got Lost, was the Glee pilot came up. And it was kind of perfectly timed where I was able to actually get to make my movie, and then I jumped directly into Glee. So it just kind of was, it was extraordinarily fortunate, and but I found actually that making the movie kind of prepared me for doing more intensive editing work. I was involved in editing like really deeply, but had 2 fantastic editors, Sam Messman and Sarah Brochar. This is editing. Sarah Brochar is the assistant editor for Michael Kahn, who's Spielberg's editor, and she was Steven.
Oh, yeah.
You know Steven.
Yes.
You know Steven. No, I think he's Steven. I don't think he's Steve.
He's Mr. Spielberg, I think.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Always.
But yeah, that was a great experience, and led me into Glee, and led me into kind of editing as a more professional, like full-time gig.
Okay. Did you go to school for filmmaking?
Yeah, I went to film school at NYU, and was just an undergraduate there, and came out to LA to find work, and had a couple scripts.
Was your focus mainly directing at the time?
Yeah, it was production, directing, and editing kind of grew out of, editing my friends' projects. I did have some fantastic editing teachers. They actually taught us, like, back in the day. So we cut, like, black and white film on Steenbecks, and then eventually moved our way into color and using sound. And it was when I fell in love with the process of, like, what putting together shots and that aspect of the craft of filmmaking.